Hi everyone, welcome back to Code with You sub channel. In this video, our goal is that to talk about the roadmap of React, to put that in front of you, because at first it is confusing to learn the React, from where to start and where to go and which concepts to learn. So in this video we will put the roadmap of React, and to master the React and the concepts that you need to know to start the React and master your React. So we will talk about that. So let's get started. Before starting, please subscribe our YouTube channel. So we have the basic, from basic to advanced, and we will explain you all these topics one by one, which topics to learn. So first we will come to the prerequisites. Okay, the first, before learning or starting React, so you should know about these things: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In HTML, you don't need to be a master of HTML, you just need the basic tags and attributes of HTML. Okay, and the CSS, cascading style sheet, you should know about the basic CSS like selectors, box models, flexbox, grid layouts and other responsive design related patterns and in CSS. Okay, and the JavaScript, as you know that the React is a library of JavaScript. So before moving to the React, you have to have the concept and familiarity with the JavaScript. In JavaScript, you should know about the variables, conditional statements, loops, DOM manipulation and event triggering, and also to know about the ES6 plus and so the features of ES6 plus, such as split and rest operators and arrow functions. Okay, these are the concepts that you should know before starting the React.js. So now we will move to the concepts of React.js. Okay, basic, intermediate and the advanced concepts that you should have in React.js that you should learn. Okay, first we will start from the basics. From the basics, the first thing that you should know about the React project. Okay, you should set the project of React. You should know about the files and the structure of the project. And for creating the project, we use create React of this command. We use this command to create the React project. The second thing is the JSX. Okay, as you know, the React code is written in JSX, and in JSX we close every tag. Okay, and also we write our code in camel case, but the HTML is not like that. The JSX is JavaScript XML. We close every tag, and also we use the camel case here. And the third thing is the components. We have two types of component in React: functional component and class component. Class component was the traditional or previous traditional code, but nowadays we use the functional component. Okay, so now we will move to other concepts. The props and states. The props allows us to pass data from one component to another. Okay, but if we use it inappropriately, so it can lead to prop chaining. It is highly undesirable practice in React projects. So then later we will talk what to use instead of props. And now we will come to the state. State allows you to store data between the components re-rendering. Okay, when the component rendering, it stores the data, the state. And now we'll come to the lists and keys. Whenever you are dealing with dynamic data, so you need to render a lists. So to render the list, you should pass a key to your elements, and the key which based on that key, the React keep track of the elements. Okay, in the rendering, instead of rendering again and again, it keep track of that elements. And now we'll come to the component lifecycle. In class component, we use component did mount, and component will unmount these methods, these functions. But in functional component, we use effect hook. Okay, the use effect hook came instead of these. Let's go ahead to the intermediate section. Which concepts we have in the intermediate section? And the first thing is the styling. Okay, in the styling, to design your app, to style your app, so you can use the libraries such as Material UI, Chakra UI, Semantic UI, And also you can use the bootstrap and the CSS or SCSS modules, but I suggest you to use the CSS and the SC or the SAS modules, which give you the power to use completely the CSS, okay, to design your app. And now move to the hooks. The hooks added in the React 16.8 version. When the hooks added to the React, that it completely changed the ecosystem of the React. Okay, the class component changed to the functional component, and the functional component are able to use the state lifecycle methods, context, and refs. We can use these concepts in functional component. And another thing is the portals. The portals that whenever we are creating a model, the model is in the top of other element. So in this time we need the portals. Also we have the concept of portals. And lazy loading. It is a design pattern which is commonly used in web design and web development. It is to have the object from initialization to the end point, but in React.js we likely have the suspense component and the import function for lazy loading. Now let's come to the routing. As you know that React is a library, it is not a framework to have its own routing. So React router is a library which is used for routing in React.js. Let's move to the state management. For state management, we should have the context API, this concept, and it is for small projects. Okay, if you are creating a large or big project, so then the Redux is the option for you. And in the intermediate section we have the last thing, which is cross platform. If you would like to have your application web app as in mobile and desktop also for that, so the React Native is used for mobile and the Electron is used for the desktop. Yeah, you can easily change them, and these two technologies, React Native and Electron, are used for mobile and desktop. Now let's move to the advanced topics. In the advanced section, the first thing that is the Webpack and Babel. As we mentioned before that we use JSX code in our React component, so the browser doesn't know about the JSX. Okay, these are transcribed to the JavaScript for browser to execute it. This translation process is handled by Babel, and bundling everything into a single file is done by Webpack. And the last thing is the testing. The testing is something very few people actually enjoy doing it, but it is very important when you are creating a big project or large applications. And the last thing is the TypeScript. This is simply one of the core skills you must possess. TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript which adds the important yet optional strict type system. Okay, it adds strict type system and is the language of choice for any large scale React application. It adds strict type system to the React applications. So it was all about the roadmap and the concepts and the prerequisites that you know for React.js. So if you have liked the video, please subscribe our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.